It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of Kicking It Session. I got my man Adam Chuck, I call him. His name is Adam Charles from Boost Insider, I should say. We're starting over because I did not have us recording the first time. So what
is wrong with you, man?
The intro may sound a little, you know.
Okay. Let me give you the cliff notes here. So here's what happened. We've been talking for 5 minutes. Basically, he made fun of my name, so I call him Chuck, and I went to a whole rant about how too tough.
Chuck is good, right?
So I consider it a compliment.
Yep.
And then we started talking about how cold it is because he's wearing a beanie, I'm wearing a beanie.
And then you took the beanie off.
San Francisco. Then I decided I didn't like the beanie, so I took it off.
Right.
Then you said when you were last in San Francisco on the 15th, which is where I'm at, you thought it was super cold. Yeah. And I made a comment about how it's not cold enough to freeze or hot enough to burn, and that's why there's a lot of homeless people out there. You then said that's not the reason. The reason is because we have high rent prices. I then shared with you exactly how much I paid for my apartment, and then I immediately regretted that I shared it in public. So I'm not going to say that again.
Right, there you go. So it's good that we didn't
now we're back.
Didn't record that first time on the intro. But yeah, man, we're back. My man Adam from Boost Insider. Good guys out there in San Fran. I'm actually disclosure, I am an advisor for Boost Insider, and they're doing some great things with the company. You guys will definitely see soon. But what's going on, man? It's 2019, a day after Bitcoin's birthday. Did you follow the whole proof of keys campaign?
Yeah, we talked about this for about 30 seconds before you caught that caught your fuck up that you weren't recording. So I'll just repeat this.
Oh man,
then we'll finally be up to date.
There you go.
No, brother. I don't follow other people's drama. When you run your own company, you got to be on point. You got to take care of your own stuff first. So many of these other companies, they read the headlines and their first reaction is, how did this affect me? And I would say 5 times out of 10, so 50%, their reaction is to run away. Mm-hmm. So I just try to stay out of it and just do me.
Okay, cool. So what are you up to nowadays, man? It's been a while since I've talked to you. On camera and off camera, actually. I don't know what you've been doing out there. You say you've been working and being busy, but I don't know. I think you've been chasing some stuff, some tail.
Chasing the honeys across San Francisco. Well, you've been in San Fran. You've seen the honeys out here. They're as educated as they are beautiful.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
I'm looking. If I'm looking at my Tinder dates, I'm looking at where they went to school at. Mm-hmm. You know where they working at. And if you're in San Francisco, chances are they're the CEO of their own startup, or they're professors at Stanford. They all have these cool jobs, and that's cool for me because it means I don't have to pay for dinner. So yeah, I'm not. That's not good. No, but we got the second influencer awards coming up here actually. So that's what I was working on last week. I actually got this medal. You got one of these, right?
Oh yeah, look, I actually got mine. I got mine right here. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
So
you did not plan this.
No, we didn't plan this. I got mine sitting right here. So I got my rap chain. I got my rap chain on.
Let's see, mine says Heidi Yu, CEO of Boosto.
So, okay, so I thought your name was Adam Charles, but
Chuck, remember? It's Chuck.
Adam Chuck. So Heidi Chuck. How you doing, Heidi Chuck?
What did you win last year?
I won Coolest Influencer Award, which I don't even think you guys probably can't see that. I don't even think you had that category this year.
No, man. First of all, you didn't win that. You tied. You tied with Arcade Dale. All right. He had a Skype in on Omar Bond's phone.
Man. He said, first of all, you didn't win. Well, I took it. I took the award. So,
but
Arcane Bear, you gotta come to the D to get it. I know you ain't coming to the D to get this.
Shoot. But no, man. So basically, last year the awards were part of our consensus event, which was the summit. There was a lot of chaos involved with that. So
it wasn't your fault. I'm telling you, I was there, people. It was not Adam's fault. New York is like a dictatorship. It's like a freaking, what do you call it, communist region. they're just so over the top with everything, bro. It was crazy that they really messed up that whole awards, but it ended up you still got it going, and we had fun. So
yeah, so that's why I get all the influencers for the most part said they had a great time. I mean, you're always there for like 6 hours, just shooting the crap. So they made a lot of connections. I had a good time in New York. It was definitely a story. For those who don't know, Cliff Notes, I guess basically we got visited by the police about 3 or 4 times trying to shut the thing down. We had to switch venues 24 hours beforehand because of capacity reasons, I guess. That's what the original venue owner said. So we moved to a new venue, and they had thrown a consensus event the night before and pissed off their neighbors. So neighbors called the police on us, and they just kept on poking the bear. And not our fault. It's up to the venue owners to have to take care of that crap. But the venue owner, rather than going out there and showing like his alcohol license or his entertainment license to police, decided to get in his car and run away.
Oh, so, no. I didn't know that part. I didn't know that part.
So I had to go outside and handle it over and over and over again. But in the end, everyone had fun, and Mims got up on there and he did a 3-song set, or no, he did a 4-song set. Well, he did I Like It Like It's what is it? I Like It Like That. This Is Why It's Hot. And he did like a freestyle on a blockchain. You had Coin Daddy, you had Team Hodl, you had Crypto Nas up there rapping a white paper. It was a really cool event, man. And
I still had a good time. Acoustically, it was all effed up, but that was because that wasn't the original intent in the original venue for what you guys were putting together. The venue
was a club. It was a really nice club called Subculture. But anyhow, I don't want to talk about that no more, man.
Let's talk about the next awards coming up.
So basically, I wasn't sure if I was going to do them again or not. Probably not. I got hit up by Jason Appleton. Now, you guys all know him as a Crypto Crow. Mm-hmm. And Crow said, hey, I'm running this blockchain event in Cincinnati, my hometown. It's the whole purpose of it is to introduce people to blockchain who's never seen it before. So tickets are only $20. I don't want to overprice the tickets. I'm filling it up with influencers because they're charismatic, and they're basically their job is not job, but their skill is explaining blockchain to the average Joe who knows nothing about it, right? And then he's putting it on television. So basically, if you live in the Midwestern United States, you still watch television. So he's getting in on one of the local NBC affiliates, and the conference will be broadcast in several dozen states. And I don't know, man. I think he could reach maybe millions of people for the very first time. I'm not sure. I'm not a television guy, but I know that on my weekends growing up in Phoenix, Arizona, I used to just take out the remote and just browse channels and see if I saw something that looked interesting. I stop and watch. Yeah. So that's what we're hoping with a Chainwise, and hopefully it goes down like that. But anyhow, he hit me up and said, hey, I want the influencer awards. I went, all right, you can have them. So I basically worked with my team, and we made the website, and we are doing the vote. But the influencer awards themselves are being hosted by Crypto Crow and Chainwise, and I'm curious. I'm just curious, like you are, to see what type of job he does. Tell me, Blood, are you? Do you know what you're nominated for?
No.
Come on, man.
I thought I wasn't nominated.
Really?
Because you took away the coolest influencer.
I didn't take away nothing.
I mean, whatever. Okay.
I'm throwing Crow under the bus, man. He chose those. He chose those categories, man.
I didn't even know if I was nominated. What am I nominated for?
Crow's an influencer. He's a content creator. I am not. So right. I trust his judgment with what he chose. You know what I mean? And apparently he thought that the coolest influencer award wasn't a fair award because obviously you're the coolest one. He wants them all to be competitive. He doesn't want to fly down there and collect the award. Just because you're walking in there, you're wearing sunglasses inside, even if it's pitch black.
That's hilarious. No, man.
Honestly, people who win these awards, they should win the awards because they put in the effort and the passion, and they have the talent to to make their channel something and to educate the viewers who subscribe, not just because they look like spectacular. And you do look spectacular, but just wearing sunglasses indoors, you know?
Yeah, no, I know. I totally understand and agree. Like, I definitely put a lot of work into, what I do. And I think I have something to bring to the table for the audience and help them learn some things here and there, and also learn from my audience. So yeah, it's a lot of work that we go through on a daily basis. Those who are committed to creating content. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go out and support Jason. Since he is like literally 3.5 hours from Detroit, 4 hours from Detroit. So I'm gonna go probably just drive down.
The top part of Ohio, right? By the Great Lakes.
What is Cincy?
Yeah.
No. That's
No?
That's Cleveland.
Where the hell is Cincinnati at then?
Cincinnati is near the border of like what's that? Kentucky, state of Kentucky. No, I'm gonna be there. So anybody, honestly, if you can, when is it? February what?
February 15th to 16th. So just after Valentine's Day. And okay, so this is what you're nominated for. You're nominated for best collaboration, you and Cliff.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
And I think I'm not positive. I think you might be nominated for best analysis.
Okay. Oh, that's what's up.
You can check it out. I know you and Cliff are nominated.
Oh, okay.
And I know that because basically the only thing I'm doing is maintaining the vote. I checked the vote before I came, and you guys are front runners to win that category. So
that's what's up. So that's interesting to know. I didn't know that. I didn't even know, man. So good to see that type of support for what I'm doing and what Cliff High has done as well. So this is what I'm most excited about with the Chainwise thing, though, guys, is that this event is only $25. Is that right?
$20.
$20. I was over by $5. $20. This is what we need in crypto space. We need the ability for normal people who may be interested and want to find out more about the crypto space to be able to do it. If I'm interested in something or know nothing about it, why would I pay $1,500, $1,000, $2,500? It's not going to happen. So the average person is not going to pay that type of money. So I'm glad to see that he's lowered the bar, the barrier to entry for regular people to find out about crypto.
When you live in like a suburban neighborhood, and since Cincinnati is not really a suburban neighborhood, it's a city, but it's not like a like a supermax city like New York or San Francisco or something. But when you live in like a family-oriented town, you turn on the radio, you hear the radio ads for like the county fair coming, or the circus coming to town, or what have you. Basically, you kind of just see what's going on that weekend, and then you go out to the family. So I know that Jason has already recorded, I've listened to them, a couple of radio advertisements talking about the Chainwise conference and telling people to come down there. I believe they'd be doing some television commercials as well. So I expect all those people in the Midwest, and like you said, it's a border town. You said it's on the border of Kentucky and probably something else.
Yes, it's on the border of the state of Kentucky. So it's like right on the cusp of being like like start getting to the country areas of our
best of both worlds.
Kind of. Yep. It's not fast, but it's not slow. It's not like country slow, but it's right there on the cusp. So
not country slow, not country fast, country just right.
Just right. Yeah.
Eggs in hand.
There you go.
But no, some families should just be like, well, what's going on today? Paper. Oh, this thing's going on. It's only $20. Let's go check it out.
And the interesting thing about Cincy, because I've been there to do business, one of my tech startups, we did a lot of business there, or attempted to do business there with an accelerator, and they've got a nice tech startup scene in Cincy as well, down there on what is it, Vine Street.
I have no idea, my man.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So people,
you already expert in this.
Yeah, people, they got a little tech scene going on, and I think he, this is the right area for this conference. and the price point is right. So if you guys are in the Midwest, come out February 15th, right? Through
And 16th.
And 16th. It'll be worth it. $20, man. So I'll be there. So come out and hang with us. I'm hoping Chuck will come. I know he's
maybe.
It's
a long flight for me, man. I can't commit, but definitely I think someone from Boosto, probably Heidi.
Heidi will be there, right?
Yeah, out there. But yeah, but that's the thing too. He's filling that conference with charismatic people like yourself. He's not going to fill it with boring people trying to shill their products or whatever, because that's not what the common man is going to want to hear.
Mm-mm.
He's going to want to hear basically entertainers. You guys are all entertainers in some shape or form. Mm-hmm. You're funny as hell. So if you can make someone laugh and give them a good time, who cares if they're learning? Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, I'm going to segment into something here. You mind if I tell a very embarrassing story about yourself to your audience?
Oh my God. Sure.
I mean, I'm going to tell it with or without your permission.
Well, you got to understand, I'm the one editing, so I could clearly just skip this part. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, man. You wouldn't do that. You got too much pride to do that, especially because I would call you out in your comments.
Yeah, you would.
You know what I mean? But okay, so we're talking about Jason Appleton. Jason Appleton, the crypto crow. How tall do you think Jason Appleton is, Blood?
Jace is 7 foot.
At least, right?
Yeah.
7 foot, 7'1", 7'2".
7'1", maybe 7'1". I don't think he's gonna fit on the screen.
Have you? I mean, if you guys want like some reference, once you're done with this video, just Google Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Basically, Jason's Andre the Giant. Anyhow, so we're all chilling at World CryptoCon.
Oh no, you're talking about in Vegas. Oh my God.
And actually, I remember Jason was able to get us into a club in the VIP room. So this VIP room with bottle service, and they had the girls in there with the lights and these fireworks sprinklers. It was really cool. But only like 30 people was allowed in that room. And Jason got our little group invited. Now, Blood, you came late. You were not there. So you're outside waiting in line like a peasant, right? And I had to get I had
my sunglasses on too.
Yeah, I had to go in and get Crow to go and talk to the director of the club and director of the conference to go out there and pull you out of line or get you into the room basically. And he was able to use whatever power he had to get you in that VIP room. So you do owe Jason a little bit of thanks. But
absolutely, I will.
That's not the story I'm going to tell. You know the story I'm going to tell.
What?
I just wanted to set the stone that Jason's a nice guy. You guys are friends.
Go ahead.
Your audience doesn't get the wrong idea. So you're all chilling at the bar. I'm there. A bunch of influencers are there. I know Zombie's there and BitBoy's there and Crypto Lovin' there. Ready to the Crypto Beatles.
Oh my God.
There's like 20 people there. I can't name them all, man. But no, I was talking to you. Who else was there? Was it Jason Randall, the Crypto Somniac? Was he the other third person?
I don't think so. I don't think Jace was there at that point.
Who was the third
Bitcoin
person?
Ben was sitting down with remember Bitcoin Ben was at the table.
Yeah. But me, you, and someone else who I can't remember. Was it Johnny Kim? Was it Johnny Kim we were talking to?
Mm-mm.
No, oh well. Anyhow, we're talking about martial arts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all practice some form of martial arts.
Right.
I used to be an ex-MMA fighter myself. I did it for 4 years.
Mm-hmm. I practiced a lot.
Yeah, it's my thing, man. That's why I got these cauliflower ears.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're just kind of shooting the shit. We got alcohol in us, and we're all talking each other up. And you start talking about how you've been training your martial arts. Which one is it? Was it
Salat?
Salat. And you're saying how you're going to block a punch. You're like, if someone punches you, you're going to do this. You're going to make it hit your elbow.
Yeah.
Like, if someone's trying to punch me, I'm going to do this, and they're going to break the elbow. And you're like, and Crow is far away.
Oh, man.
Crow is like maybe 30 feet away.
Bro, Crow is a giant.
Having a discussion in another group. And then for no reason whatsoever, I don't know why you decided to do this, you just turn and go, see, like someone like Crypto Crow? Theoretically, with all my training, I can put him down. I should be able to put Crow down. And all of a sudden, Crow just spots an eyebrow. He starts looking
Oh
straight at
man.
you, and then and
Hey
then
yo,
I start cracking up.
I
The other
wouldn't
guy
be
starts
able to.
cracking
Hey,
up in blood.
that move wouldn't
Here's
work on
crypto
Crow.
blood.
That move wouldn't work on Crow.
No, 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 no,
That
no,
block
no,
move wouldn't
no,
work
no, Crow,
on.
Crow. And it turns out Crow didn't even hear what you said. He just happened to look over at the same time that you said that.
Yeah,
He didn't
that
hear
joke
you
was
mention
funny.
his name. He didn't have any idea what we were talking about. But when you started going like this, he got interested and came over to hear the story
Yeah,
of how
that was funny.
apparently you can put him down. So
Yeah. Shout out to Crow, man. That guy. Listen, 7'2". I give him 7'2". He about 7'2".
but he's an ex-MMA fighter as well.
280. What do you say? 280?
400, 455 pounds. No, I don't. He made the 275-pound weight class way back in the day. Now, I saw his fights on YouTube, and he was way thinner than he is now. So I would say he's at least 100 pounds heavier than he was when he fought. So 375 at least. But no, he used to own his own MMA promotion in the Midwest. He owned one of the largest MMA promotions in the Midwestern United States, and that's how he knows how to throw events. That's why I know he's going to do a good job at the Chainwise event, because he's been doing them for the majority of his life, you know.
Interesting.
But,
yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be. He's gonna set the stage, and I see him doing these events not only in San Fran, I mean in Cincinnati, but all over the country eventually, because it's just that price point is what we need to get people interested in crypto who aren't.
Yeah, and he knows how to get the venue and how to set it all up for cheap, get the housing deals and all that. But we're talking about how you can put Crow down. We're talking about how Crow fights in cages and so on. I want to segment this into something interesting that happened to myself just last week. So I don't know how many of your fans are UFC fans, but anyone who was watching the UFC pay-per-view last week, John Jones versus Alexander Robinson, UFC 232, they noticed there was a Litecoin logo on the mat, getting bled all over. It was a bloody Litecoin logo. Great. And before the co-main event, Bruce Buffer, the announcer, goes, "This fight is brought to you by Litecoin, the official cryptocurrency of the UFC." It was just such a surreal moment to see that happen.
My man Johnny Kim putting it down, man. He's getting stuff done. He's working hard. That's my guy. Man. Yes, he's doing his thing, and I'm glad for him and for the Litecoin Foundation for trying to spread the awareness.
Well, I got a small part in that. When I say small, it's very, very, very small. But
because you called out
I lit the fire. If I had to lit that fire, this probably wouldn't have gotten done.
Johnny out on that one, on Twitter.
Basically, me and Johnny, we hopped at World CryptoCon. We were having fun. We decided to have an MMA fight that he's in a Litecoin logo, like one of those Mickey Mouse Litecoin logos. I went up and I pushed him and said, "Litecoin sucks. It's all about Bitcoin." He got up and we had a little fight, and it was great fun. But afterwards, we were talking about our love for MMA, and we actually watched the fights together at a bar a couple nights after that. And I let him know there's this dude called Ben Askren. Ben Askren is an Olympic wrestler. He was on the 2008 U.S. Olympic team, and then he went ahead and he did MMA, and he's 18-0 undefeated. He just got signed by the UFC, and he is a Litecoin supporter. I went to his Twitter, and he has several 100,000 Twitter followers, and he only follows 50 people. I saw who was following, and it's all kind of his sponsors and his teammates. He has very few personal follows, but one of them was Charlie Lee. So I go, "Hey, Johnny Kim, this dude's following Charlie Lee. That's cool. You should reach out to him, And we were just kind of joking about getting him on, maybe getting him on an interview or something. And I don't know. We started working at it, and Johnny kept annoying him. And before he knew it, he got an interview with him. And then before he knew it, he was hanging out with other MMA fighters like Daniel Cormier and so on and so forth. And now Litecoin's sponsoring the UFC. Turns out that someone from the Litecoin Foundation actually had the connections to UFC's parent company, and it's just all fell into play. But I mean, we're talking about Chainwise, introducing people to cryptocurrency for the very first time. But UFC, man, that's in 500 countries. That's
Yeah,
people.
but and let me be honest with you. I feel like what Jason Appleton, Crypto Crow, is doing, it will be more effective than even what having a UFC sponsorship. You know what I mean? Having that model of a $20 at the door crypto event, if he can replicate that all across the country, I think you have a bigger impact than just a sponsorship with the UFC. Though I think that's a great move that that Litecoin did, though. But I'm just saying, I think personally the impact will be even bigger from the conferences.
I agree. I do agree, but this is the first step in getting fighters paid in Litecoin. With the Litecoin sponsorship, eventually they could set up some form of retirement plan where fighters who get paid in Litecoin can cash out just like they would the prize money, but keep a little bit in that gets invested for when their fighting career is over.
Wait, so my man Alex got paid in Litecoin?
Not yet, but they're thinking about it. I'll put it to you this way. I was on Crypto Crow's channel with Johnny Kim and a guy by the name of Ronis Gracie, who I actually introduced you to at the Influencer Awards last year. Mm-hmm. But Ronis Gracie is from the famed Gracie Jiu-Jitsu family. Mm-hmm. So we're all in there discussing the deal, right? Mm-hmm. And we noticed that coming up soon, there's going to be the first ever crypto MMA match. So in Bellator, which is the #2 MMA promotion in the world, is the promotion that is shown on Spike TV. Their welterweight champion, a guy by the name of Rory McDonald, and he is sponsored by Dash. He gets paid in Dash.
Yeah, I knew about that. Yeah.
Well, he's fighting a guy for the title called John Fitch. John Fitch is an ex-UFC guy. He fought for the title over there. He's getting paid in Bitcoin Cash. So it's going to be Dash versus Bitcoin Cash for the championship. And here's even the funnier thing. The winner of that fight has to fight Ronis Gracie's cousin, who is the #1 contender, Neiman Gracie, later in the year. Mm-hmm. So now we're getting Neiman Gracie that Litecoin sponsorship.
Nice.
So then no matter who wins, whether it's Dash or Bitcoin Cash, they're gonna have to defend the title against a Litecoin guy.
That's what's up.
I mean,
I need them to have a Litecoin trunks on though. You know.
Well, you can't do that in UFC.
Oh, you
can
can't.
Do that in Bellator. You can do that in Bellator.
Okay.
So that's talking. And I don't know like how effective that will be in like making like the Litecoin price go up or down, but I just know that it definitely paints a narrative and gets into the public eye.
You know what? It's almost like billboards today. Billboards by themselves do not really gain or garner you any new business. It's a brand reinforcement mechanism in most cases. You know what I mean? If you see a McDonald's billboard or Pepsi billboard, physical billboard on the highways or whatever, you're not going to, they're not looking to actually gain customers from that. They're just trying to brand reinforce with those types of advertisement strategies. And I think that's what it will be great for with Litecoin, just a brand reinforcement.
Yeah, but a billboard doesn't bleed blood all over the canvas. That makes for some great industry, man. I mean, just the pictures are just like bloody Litecoin logos and maybe a knocked out Bitcoin Cash. It's just I think it opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
So was that a one-off thing that Johnny Kim did with the UFC, or is that
no, that's going to continue on, brother.
Sweet.
And eventually guys like Ben Askren will probably be paid in cryptocurrency. Now this obviously I'm just speculating. I'm not part of Litecoin Foundation or anything like that, but I foresee with Litecoin being the official currency of the UFC, fighters could choose to probably get their purses paid out in crypto if they want, and that can lead to a lot of investment opportunities. Maybe you collect 75% of it and 25% you hodl and see, that could be a good retirement plan. but they do have some of the top fighters as a supporter. Daniel Cormier is the current heavyweight champion. He's a supporter, and Ben Askren is going to be the
Daniel Cormier. Is he a black dude?
He is a black dude, yes.
Okay, my buddy actually, I think we were talking about this the other night. He was, I don't know if he was roommates with Cormier in college. Did he go to Oklahoma?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, yeah, he did. Yeah, my buddy is, he's actually a subscriber of mine. That was his ex roommate. We were talking about Cormier the other night, so. Yeah.
No, it's funny. It's funny. So Daniel Cormier was the captain of the 2008 Olympic wrestling team. And that's also where Ben Askren's from. So that's where the connection is with them. And funny thing is, from the 2008 Olympic wrestling team, there was only one gold medalist, and a guy by the name of Henry Cejudo, a guy I went to high school with.
That's crazy.
So, and I talk to on Facebook all the time. If I get him on Litecoin, then not only do you get 3, and Henry Cejudo is also a UFC champion. So not only will you have 3 UFC champions sponsored by Litecoin, you'll have 3 American heroes, Olympians sponsored by Litecoin. And that's just, I mean, what type of, I mean, how could ESPN not write about that multiple times? You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, but Blood, I mean, I'm talking so much about that, how you think you can take down Crypto Pro and whoop his ass, that I forgot to even talk about what I came on your show to talk about, which is this, brother. Everyone has something that they're good at, and they're something they have some type of specialty in. I try not to use the word expertise because nobody's an expert on YouTube, but my specialty is pretty much the community. I work with so many influencers all the time, and not like in a business sense either. I'm just kind of
kicking it with them, right? Yeah.
And one thing I've noticed is that the good ones anyhow never talk about themselves. You always have guests on your show, and you have them talk about themselves and their projects and where they came from, and you've done it to me a lot. I know before we came on, I told you to not concentrate on me too much, and you still did. And it's your nature just to help other people. But I want to talk a little bit about you. Let's just talk about you a bit, man.
Oh, this is a first, people. This is a first. I'm getting interviewed on my own channel. All right, yeah, no doubt. So let's get it started, man. What do you want to know?
Well, if you're gonna get interviewed on your own channel, it might as well be from someone as good looking as me. So, what am I doing here? This is like one of those '80s dance.
Vogue, right.
You're a content creator, and you've been doing it since way before the the Bitcoin boom of 2017. I want to ask you, man. How's it going, dude? What has been your trials and tribulations so far from owning and growing a channel, going through the bull market into the bear market, and hopefully, now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the trials and tribulations is just seeing, you put a lot of work into it without much pay. So it's just knowing that in the future somehow this will pan out. You know what I mean? Your efforts will pan out. And many times I think people they take for granted how much work it takes to do this on a day in and day out basis. So I think but I would say for the most part, most of my viewers and subscribers really appreciate what I do. So it's that little nudge or little message I get every once in a while from individuals really helps, keep me going. I'm sure it keeps a lot of people going and creating this content on a day in, day out basis. So yeah, I mean, that's really where the challenges really lie, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's rough, man. I mean, I have my own YouTube room. I mean, you're in it. If I like shift the gear a little bit, you see my camera and everything there. Like I got all the equipment and I got my own office and I can't even find a time to start my own channel. It is time consuming.
It's time consuming.
And I got an intern that edits.
See that you got it good.
I still can't find the time. It is to do your research and get on at the right time and make sure you always hit your time slot.
Yes,
it takes a lot of dedication, especially if you're not seeing immediate results, man.
Correct.
So I've introduced you to a lot of people in space in person. met all the other content creators or influencers, you want to call them that. You know, what's your takeaway there? What's your takeaway on this little YouTube community that we have going on?
Yo, like I said, man, I really appreciated how you guys really laid everything out for us in San Fran. I'm not trying to brown nose Boosto or a Boost Insight or anything like that, but we really had a great time.
I wish you would.
No, we had a great time out there in San Fran, man, from the ping pong event to, you know, kicking it at the Boosto Lounge. I think I was shocked, man. I was really blown back by how cool everyone was, honestly. And so it kind of carried over into Vegas. You know, we all kind of got back together, and it was all good and organic. So I think the ones that are like Beto, I don't want to leave anyone out, but Crypto Somniac, Betos, who else, man? Crypto Fiend.
I don't want to leave anyone out.
I know. I hate doing this, but I don't want to leave anyone out. I just named 3 people. That's it. So everyone else is gonna be like mad. But no,
3 out of 20, 30. Good job.
Yeah, I know.
But you know, I'm actually glad. You know, I'm allowed in that little clique you guys got, because I noticed that when I was at World CryptoCon, like riding in the party bus. I don't think you were in the party bus, but
no.
Beetle guys a party bus, and no one could get into the Steve Aoki concert, you know, because of the dress code. You know?
Yeah. Oh, I can't forget. I have to squeeze him in. Ken Bozak, that's my boy.
Oh yeah,
I talk to Ken more offline than I do online, so that's my guy. He was, dude. You know, he was just on RT. Yeah, he was on RT America last week.
I mean, we're Facebook friends. I talked to him on Facebook more than I talked to him anywhere else. And he recently shared, like, he's in like some like it's a magazine, like a encyclopedia for like cryptocurrency.
For real?
And they gave him his own page, like
wow.
with his logo and everything. Like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what section it's under. I assume like maybe influencer or something. But yeah, no, it's awesome. It looks like one of those old school magazine, Prima magazines you get. You're trying to beat a video game. You have all the codes in it and stuff. That's what it looks like. It looks like it's like a beginner's guide to cryptocurrency. But he got his own. He got a two-page spread. But no, I dressed as Ken Bozak for Halloween. You saw that?
Yeah, you sure did. And I forgot about that. You sure did. That was funny.
The Ken couldn't get into his own birthday party. I thought that was something else. But yeah, I'm just glad to be allowed in the crew. I look around and I'm like, whoa, I'm the only like business guy here. Like, I'm the only guy.
You put the crew together. What are you talking about? Allowed in the crew. You kind of like, you're the mastermind behind getting all of us together. So we definitely appreciate you for sure. I'm gonna put it on camera, on wax, so people know. So
well, I tell you what, man. I've worked with a lot of influencers. You know, there's over 650 of them on Crypto Influence right now. And I haven't talked to all those guys. I've only talked to maybe 60% of them. But from what I've gathered is that, you know, from talking to other industry personnel, usually from their perspective, working for influencers as a company can be volatile. You know, as a content creator, you owe it to your fans first. You don't give a crap about the company that you're interviewing or you're working with at the time if it means shitting all over your fans. Mm-hmm. So for them, it can be a very volatile experience. And pretty much for every 2 influencers they work with, they make an enemy. So they get 2 friends and 1 enemy. Mm-hmm. For me, it's been about 100 friends, 1 enemy. I think I can count the people who dislike me or what I do on one hand, and it would take a spreadsheet to count all the ones that, you know.
I mean, when you're a good, honest, genuine person, that's what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? That's just what it's gonna be. You're always gonna have someone's always not gonna like you. Always. You know it doesn't matter.
Man? It's always those 5, man, that burn into your head, though. You know.
Yep. Yeah. So, no doubt.
Is what it is. But hey, so you're doing your channel, man. Like how has YouTube as a centralized system helped or hurt you? Like do you view them as as a friend, a friendly platform to help you get your message out, or as almost like a dictatorship you have to maneuver around to
No,
use
I
it?
don't have any problems with YouTube, honestly. And I think eventually we will move towards some more decentralized applications. I think we talked about this offline, but that won't happen until the end user doesn't even know that it's blockchain, right?
Yeah.
So we're not there. We're years from that. And it'll come. I don't know what that looks like for video, for YouTube. But no, YouTube has been great, man. And it's been a blessing because, like I said, I've been able to meet some people on YouTube that I would have never been able to meet, if I hadn't started doing these videos. So it's been a blessing for me, man. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Well, you ever think of moving to some decentralized platforms like DTube or DLive or even?
So BitTube is one that I'm on. So I do post on there, but I just haven't been in the last month or so. It's just so hard to remember to do it. You know what I mean?
It's difficult, man.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if you're trying to hit them all, you're trying to hit up like Instagram, Facebook,
right,
Twitter.
Yeah. So every time I post, I do Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and of course YouTube.
Google Plus. Who the hell does Google Plus?
Hey, I gotta try to
hey,
cover.
Everybody, go follow Blood's Google Plus account.
Yeah, you'll see a post every day.
If you follow, he'll become the #1 Google Plus.
There you go. If everyone's not on there, maybe I can take market share and be the man over there.
You've already got it just by having the account.
Oh, that's funny. But no, man, it's been cool. Like, what did you think about 2018 as a whole, though, from a crypto perspective?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, we got into crypto in September 2017. So 2018 has been pretty much my only real experience with it.
Oh, so you only got up from here.
Well, I actually didn't get too involved in it until the bear market hit. When it was a bull market, everything was going really easy. So I didn't really have to do my research and go down the trenches. Once the bear market hit and my company was like, well, we're kind of, what do we do from here?
Yeah.
I was like, well, let's try to make it work, and that's when
that's the only thing about being a if you want to call it crypto influencer on YouTube is that unlike almost all other industries or categories on YouTube, our success is predicated on the success of the coins and the, you know what I mean, the crypto coins and tokens and projects. So it's very volatile, in my opinion. Unlike if I were a gamer, right? Gaming is always going to be something that's going to
always there.
It's always there and it's always going to get bigger, right? So it's just, yeah, it's a little bit more. I think crypto influencers on YouTube have it a little harder, for sure.
Well, it's depending how you look at it. Gaming's been around for YouTube since 2005. So you're looking at 18 years now of competition,
Yeah.
PewDiePie has 67 million subscribers. I mean, no one actually watches him. Like 1% of that actually watches his videos. But the point being is it'd be very hard to catch up to him. Whereas crypto influencers, crypto influencers didn't really exist till, around the summer of 2017. So it was an even playing ground, and it was very easy. I don't want to say easy, but it was easier to get that market share, if you would. If you knew what you were talking about, you could gain a very, very loyal fan base. I'd say right now, a 10,000 subscribed crypto channel is the equivalent of a 500,000 subscribed gaming channel.
Wow.
And that's just supply and demand. Gaming channels have been around for 18 years to build up that market, that market share. Whereas crypto channels been around for a year and a half. So
yeah, that's true.
They typically have not been around long enough to get that many subscribers.
Right.
And if they have anything over 300K, it means that they bought them. So.
Yeah, which is cool, man.
Which is another issue, man. So how did December 14th hit you?
Didn't hit me much. I lost 40 subs, but then ended up going higher from after that anyway. So that's the thing. I don't know. I don't buy subs. I don't buy video views or anything like that. I just don't. I think organic is the way to go, slow and steady. And eventually I'll have however many I have, there'll be people that actually want to watch me. So that's how I look at it.
And that's the right way to look at it, man.
Yeah.
If so, the purge, as I call it, the YouTube purge, December 14th. That's when everyone who lost their fake subscribers, YouTube went through their platform. They used whatever algorithm they had to determine if someone was a fake account or not, like a bot account, and they deleted them all. And some channels lost so many subscribers they just deleted their channels. They gave up. Others lost so little that they actually gained subscribers the day of the purge. Like we were talking about FUD TV offline. The day that everyone lost subscribers, they gained like a couple hundred organic subscribers. But you had some cats. I'm not going to name any names. If you guys want to go find out the names, I actually published a blog that lists all the crypto subscribers and how many subscribers they lost and why they lost them, etc. But some people lost, 50,000 or more subscribers, which was insane.
Yeah, that is crazy. That like, come on, like really, guys.
No, and some people lost more than like 80% of their entire subscriber base, and those are the type of people who just deleted their account. They gave up, But there were some people who lost a lot of subscribers, but benefited from the purge. Like Crypto Beatles is one. Crypto Beatles, his channel, and he had been complaining about fake subscribers for so long. He had even been asking his channel for advice on how to get rid of them, because he gives away like $100 in Ethereum every single video. Mm-hmm. So what happened is that these scammers decided to bot his comments. So they get fake accounts, go to his comments and reply with these Ethereum addresses. So if each one of Beatles' video gets 500 comments and half of them are fake, then that means that that person who made that fake comment, they have a 50% chance of winning $100. So, I mean, he was a victim of the bots. And when YouTube deleted all the fake subscribers, he lost about 20,000, but he got rid of all of his bots accounts. And he was like, oh, thank God, finally, finally I can start running my contests again and giving my actual subscribers true value. He was happy about it, so looks can be deceiving. And just because a channel lost a lot of subscribers doesn't mean that they were botting their channels or that they were paying for fake subscribers. Sometimes it means they were basically getting hacked.
Gotcha.
This was YouTube's way of helping them and dealing with the problem. So,
yeah, that's interesting, man. So, yeah, I mean, I think as you stated, it's early in the game for crypto influencers on YouTube, that whole YouTube community. So, I think only up from here, to be honest with you.
And when you say up, man, you're doing the right thing. Like I said, you're up for the best collaboration at Jason's at Chainwise's influencer awards. So,
man,
collaboration, that's how you grow.
Yeah, you're right.
You know a lot of people now. I definitely did my part to introduce you to a lot, and you introduced me to a lot. I know you do your own. You're just a charismatic person. You do your own networking behind the scenes. But every time that you collaborate with another influencer, you share audiences. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the way to grow. And you're getting the right audiences as well. You're getting people who share similar values.
I probably could do a better job, Adam, but it's crazy. I never go out like looking to interview someone so I can get more subs. I know you're not saying that. I know. I'm not saying you think I do that. I'm just saying that's probably why I don't have even more collaborations, because it all happens organically with me. And so maybe I'll be more feet to the fire this year in 2019.
Feet to the fire. I don't think that makes any sense, but we'll go with it. All right, cool. So I want to do like a sports center. I want to do a sports center. Maybe a top 10 things I want to see in 2019. So how about this? I go number 10, you go number 9, I go number 8, you go number 7 till we get to number 1. Sounds cool?
Sure, let's do it.
All
I
right,
don't even
cool.
know what. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Here you go with
So,
these games and stuff again. You had some crazy ass game in San Fran. You had us doing on stage.
what?
Past.
Oh,
Yeah. Next person. So I want you to tell the next person what you think is great about him, and then the next person. All right, Chuck, go ahead,
yeah.
man.
You
Where
tried.
do where do you get these games? Where do you
You
get this
tried. You
from?
tried saying something nice about the tree next to you, rather than. No. I did that in World CryptoCon too, and Beetle tried to cut me off. He knew I was doing it. He tried to take the mic away.
Like, what do you like? This guy,
okay, we got
this
time
guy,
for one more
Adam.
question.
People.
All right, hey Adam, here you go. I started. He's like,
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Ken knew it was coming, so Ken just kind of finished the question for me.
That's funny.
I'm like, yeah, I got it.
That's funny.
But okay, so top 10 things I want to see in 2019. Number 10, Crypto Blood interviews Trevon James.
Oh, you want to know something? This is the first time I'm going to say this on air. First time anyone knows this. I actually reached out to Craig Grant for an interview. I did.
I said Trevon James. I didn't say Craig Grant.
I know. I'm just saying.
Not like Craig Grant.
Oh, you know why? Because I found out he watches my channel. He's like one of the top dudes that watch my channel. So I reached out to him. He never responded though.
Oh shoot! Hey, cheap plug. Could you set it up? If you go to your crypto influence profile, there's a section we added called most engaged subscribers, and it tells you who watches your channel.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah,
that's why I put
Craig Grant.
I put JSnip4 on blast on Twitter because we had an argument. I said, dude, I'm jealous of you. You watch my channel.
There you go. Yeah.
And he was done.
Yeah.
He was done.
I did that for the purpose of collaboration, so you guys can see who fans your channel, so you guys can collaborate.
And that's crazy because I used that to try to get Craig Grant or whatever.
Crypto Fiend said that he blocked Craig Grant once he found out that Craig Grant was one of his top watchers of his channel. So, but no, that's a cool feature that is from our socialbook.io service.
That's dope.
Interview Trevon James, not Craig Grant. Good
all right, I'll reach out to him. Number 9, I'm gonna have to say I need to see Adam Charles start his YouTube channel.
Man. So I actually come from an influencer background myself.
And it doesn't even have to be crypto. I just need you need to be on camera talking your stuff.
Well, I mean, I used to run the YouTube channels for a couple gaming companies. One called Kabam. It's pretty good. They do Marvel Contest of Champions, a mobile game. But when you leave the company, you don't get to keep your channel. They kind of wipe you from existence. I also had another gaming channel for a Japanese gaming company called Prelaunch.me. It was really, really good. I actually got to officially release a couple games, including Naruto, Ultimate Ninja Blazing. And you don't get to keep that. When you leave, you don't get to keep it. So, you always start at 0. So I definitely want to, man. I got the studio, but like I said, it's a lot of dedication. So we'll see what happens. All right. What are we at? Number 8. Number 8.
Yeah.
I want more.
No, yeah, what? Number 8. Yeah, number 8. I'm sorry.
We say no, man. We just
number 8.
Basic math. Number 8 in 2019. I want there to be more women YouTubers in crypto, more female crypto YouTubers. We only have like 5 steady ones.
Yeah, that's
we need
a fact.
more. We need more than Naomi Rockwell. Come on, get
Wendy O.
In here.
Yeah, Wendy O, Naomi. Yeah, that's true. We do. So number 7 for me, I want to see a different website other than CoinMarketCap be used for checking cryptos. I think they're a little shady. So
well, give a solution. Give a solution to that.
I like Coin Checkup.
Coin Checkup. What can Coin Checkup do to get more visual?
I don't know. They're doing a pretty good job so far. I mean, maybe just a slow pace. to get there. But I just want to see people utilizing other sources for market cap than coin market cap.
Yeah, man. Those coin listing sites, they can be kind of a monopoly.
Yes.
I actually made a whole list of them. So when we were trying to get Boosto listed on all the
Mm-hmm.
listing sites, we did our research and we found like 500 of them, right? And we
Mm-hmm.
put them on a spreadsheet and we're like, okay, here's where they are. Here's the site. Here's where they're based out of. Here's what language is in. Here's their daily traffic. Here's how much they charge. And we found out that like 200 of them get less than 10 views a day, and they charge like $100 to be listed. So a lot of them are
Wow.
scams. I actually published that on published that for SEO purposes on Bitcoin Talk, and within like 2 days I published, I got hit with a bunch of private messages of these listing platforms trying to bribe me to
Wow.
to give them a better traffic score or whatever. So yeah, you
That's crazy.
definitely can't be a monopoly, but there can't be too many. When there's too many, you get crap like that. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, so what we're at number 6. All right, number 6. I want to see BAT, Basic Attention Browser, become
Ooh.
a default browser for a third-party a computer company like Acer or something. When
Oh.
you go to Best Buy, and someone just like, I just happened to me. I'm in San Francisco, right? I'm on my computer. I got up to the cafe to get like a muffin or something, or use the bathroom real quickly. I come back, my computer's gone because some homeless guy just stole it. So now I got to run to Best Buy or Radio Shack or whatever. Radio Shack. Do they
Oh
sell
my God. Did you just say Radio Shack?
No, I gotta go to Best Buy and get a cheap computer quickly. I gotta finish my homework. I only got
Right.
$400 on me, or I only got $200. I got a cheap ass computer, so I'll get one of those like Acer that is only $199. Well, a lot of people buy those. A lot of students. So Basic Attention Token, their browser, if the BAT browser can come default on one of those computers, that completely introduces blockchain technology to a whole new crowd. And it probably would be better to introduce it to a younger crowd. I mean, the younger crowd are the ones who buy those third-party computers, and they're probably the ones who's going to carry it into their adulthood and help spread the word. And being the fact that the Brave browser, Brandon Ike, who invented it, he also created, what was it? He created like
Mozilla.
JavaScript or something.
Mozilla.
Yeah, Mozilla. He has the connections to get it done. If anyone has a connection to get it done, that's it.
The
And
problem with that, I want to
yeah.
see that as well. The problem with that is it's more so a operating system license thing. So, if you got an Acer and it's got Windows on it, well, quite naturally, Internet Explorer or their new one, whatever they call it, is going to be the default one. And then if you're talking about a Google Chromebook, well, we know they're not going to allow. So it's got to be, they would have to partner with like what is it, Utumbo or one of those Linux based.
If anyone can do it, it's him.
He would have. It would have to be a default for one of those, like one of those Linux based operating systems. HTC just made BAT browser default on the mobile phone. This new phone coming out.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yep. So there you go.
Do we count that? Is number 7 already done?
Number 7's done. It was big news. Yep. Brave browser default mobile browser on the new HT something.
All right. Well, cool. Well, you're up. Number 6.
No, number 5.
Number 5.
Well, people know I have my handle on Twitter. It's got Batter Up, and that's representing BAT. So yeah, I'm a big, huge fan of the Brave browser. Number 5, right? I want to see EOS finally get its just respect in 2019. I think it's going to come.
By respect, what do you mean?
People still think it's a scam when it's been the number 1 blockchain in activity for over almost a year. Like,
There's
no,
no
they're doing, man. I meet with BPs all the time, block producers from here, Detroit, Dallas, Israel. It's a real project and it's doing real things. And like I said, unfortunately, it just gets a bad rap.
I mean, how do I leave that launch party with a good opinion of EOS as a blockchain professional when they they do make a lot of mistakes, but I make a lot of mistakes too. So I give them.
No, I'm focused on the tech, bro. I'm talking about the tech. I'm a technical person, so I see the potential and what they're already doing as far as throughput. They're doing 1,300 transactions per second now. This is live. This is not fake. So like I said, 5. I want to see EOS get its.
I'll tell you what. Because my last one already happened at BAT. I'm gonna say this one's happened now. I give EOS respect. Crypto Blood has convinced me to give EOS respect. It's done. It's been happened.
Oh my god.
Number 4.
Number 4.
I want to see Crypto Blood wear a Boston Celtics hat, a big bright green Boston Celtics hat on one of these streams.
A Baltimore. I don't have a Baltimore. I can't even say it. Boston Celtics hat. I don't have one of those.
I'll give you one.
That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. I'll wear one. I don't have a problem wearing one. Absolutely. Number 3.
Number 3.
I want to see Chainwise sell out this year in Cincy. I hope they sell out. That's what I want to see because I think they're doing it right. The format is the right format for cryptocurrencies going forward. So I hope they get a lot of press and sell out.
Well, they got a convention center, so I don't think they got a legitimate large convention center. To sell that out, they might have to get I don't know, man, like 20,000 people in there. So I'm not sure that's doable, but I'll add on to that. If they can get at least 1,000 people who prior to that conference knew nothing about crypto, they just decided to walk in because it was affordable and they were bored, I would consider that a success.
Yeah, I hear. Me too. I agree.
All right, what are we on? Number 2.
Number 2.
All right, number 2. Okay, this is gonna be a little cop out, but I want to see my company Boosto finally launch the Crypto Blood app, or DApp, if you would.
Absolutely, that's a good one. Absolutely, and actually, I'm gonna follow it up. I was gonna put something else as number 1, but number 1, I want to see the Boosto Insider Chrome app overtake vidIQ. That's what I want to see, and they're going to do it. Just believe me. All
right, so now I got to throw a little bit in there. So the vidIQ, that's your deal. You educated us on that. Basically, my company, Boost Insider or Boost Labs, whatever you want to call it, Boosto is the blockchain portion of it is but a small portion. We're not a blockchain company. We just do some blockchain stuff. We're an AI influencer marketing company, and we've been making something called Social Book, which is kind of like Social Blade, since 2014, and it does very, very well. So with Crypto Blood suggestions, we decided to go ahead and up the game with our Chrome extension. So basically, if you install the Social Book Chrome extension while you're watching YouTube, next to the YouTube video will be a box showing all the stats of that particular video. Where the audience is from, how much engagements it's getting, and on top of that, it adds a donate button next to the subscribe button that you can click to donate. If you like what you see, you can donate Blood, maybe some crypto in the future. Like, oh, hey, you know what, Blood? I like this video. Here's 4 Litecoins or something.
Right.
Just with a click. But with Blood's help, we take it even further, and he's working with my developers to make a influencer extension. So if you're a content creator, you get the same deal, but you also get the ability to basically spy on your competitors and use their tags. So Blood could be like, okay, I want to see what Crow's using for tags. He's getting a lot of views.
Right.
So he can click Crow's video and it'll say what tabs he get. He can click Doug Polk, box mining, data dash, all these
and it's going to be significantly cheaper than vidIQ, which is good. And I think they're, like I said, they're going to take a lot of market share, I believe, in 2019. So there you have it, man. Adam Charles, Boost Insider. Thank you for coming on to this Kicking It session with me, bro. Good seeing you. Good talking to you. Happy New Year. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out of here.